Buzzer TV presents vintage game shows on Amazon.
High card, low card. Make your call. Pick 'em right. You'll win it all on Card Shark. And here's the host of Card Shark, Jim Curry.
Thank you very much. I thank you. Welcome to Card Shark. Thank you. We're in the middle of a nice match with two nice ladies, so let's open the board and get to the cards. Janice and Ann, if you will, start loading in the cards for the second game of the match while we meet today's Card Sharks. Hello there, Debbie Lipke, our champion. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you.
Debbie, won't you remind us again about yourself?
Well, I'm 19 years old, and I live in Orange County. Matter of fact, I miss Orange County. I attend San Diego State University, where I miss San Diego.
Now you're a beauty winner, right? I guess you call it a beauty pageant
try.
winner. If you could change one thing about yourself, what would you change?
Oh, definitely my height. I'd rather be 5'10" than 5'5" any day.
Really? Like to be
oh,
taller?
yes.
I think you're the perfect height for a Debbie Lipke.
Well, thank you.
And our challenger, Jackie Davis. Hi, Jackie.
Hi,
nice to see you again.
Thank you.
Won't you remind us again about yourself?
I teach high school English and theater arts, and I'm very lucky today because my sister, who was married recently, received a sixpence from a cousin of mine who lives in London, and she passed it on to me for good luck, so I'm really ready.
Yeah, where's the sixpence?
Oh, it's all bundled up
all
here.
All wrapped up in paper?
Yes, I'm keeping it very safe. I can't spread my luck too thinly here.
Listen, hang on to it, because with the state of our dollar, this could be worth a fortune.
You're right, you're right.
Good luck, Jackie. Good luck to
Thank
both
you.
of you. Each player has their own deck of 52 playing cards. They're shuffled and cut before we go on the air. And Debbie, the champion, will play the upper cards, the red cards, while the lower cards, the blue cards, will be played by our challenger, Jackie. The object of the game, to work your way across the board, predicting whether each card is higher or lower than the one that precedes it. Before you can begin calling high-low in the cards, you have to answer a high-low toss-up question. They're all based on a poll of 100 people, and they really test your ability to judge human nature. So Debbie will start with a question to you. This is the second game in our best 2 out of 3 match. Jackie leads 1-0. We polled 100 unmarried women across the country and asked them, have you ever gone on a date with a man you knew was married? How many women admitted they had?
Oh. Yeah, that's a hard one to answer. I'm going to say 30.
She says 30 out of 100
30.
went out with a man they knew was married. Jackie, higher or lower?
Okay, well, I'm unmarried, and a lot of the men I know who are married are dating, so I think that it might be a little higher.
Higher than that?
I think it's a little higher.
Well, the actual number of unmarried women who have dated a man they knew was married is 50. Wow. That's a surprising poll. Jackie, we'll take a look at your base card. You won the question. You have the right to change it if you'd like. You have it.
Oh, beautiful. Higher.
Higher than a 2. Remember, it's another 2 you lose. It must be higher. It is a 7.
Oh,
It is higher.
it'll freeze. I think I'll freeze it.
You'll freeze it. So we'll move the base card over, and that means you cannot lose those cards, and you've kept Debbie away from her cards. Jackie, the question to you. Our man on the street stopped 100 Beverly Hills houses. He stopped at 100 houses in Beverly Hills and asked the residents, do you have a full-time maid? How many said yes? Affluent neighborhood? What do you think?
A full-time maid. I think people would probably have maids to come in a few days, but I think a full-time maid is not going to be that frequent. I would say 25.
25 out of 100 in Beverly Hills have a full-time maid. Debbie?
Knowing the size of some of those houses, I think there's plenty of room for one more room for a maid. I'm going to say give it higher.
I've been reading the paper, looking at the color of some of those houses. Is strange, too. All right, the actual number of Beverly Hills residents who have a full-time maid is 54. It's higher, Debbie. Wow. Debbie, your base card is another 2.
I needed that. Okay, let's bring it higher.
Higher than a 2. It's a big ace. Wow.
Okay, I'm going to go lower.
Lower than an ace. It's a 4, very much lower.
I'm going to take my chances and go higher.
Higher than a 4. It's a 5. Are you going all the way or are you going to stop? You'll freeze, needing just one card, while Jackie needs 3. And the question to you, Debbie. We asked 100 married men, since you've been married, have you taken a vacation without your wife? How many men said they have taken a separate vacation?
Okay, many businessmen I know, as from my father, travel around a lot. And I consider some of those traveling a vacation. So I'm going to say 60.
She says 60 out of 100 have taken a separate vacation.
No. I know that separate vacations are becoming popular, but I don't think they're that popular. I think it's going to be lower.
You say lower.
Yes.
The actual number of men who said they took a vacation without their wife is 30. It's lower. Now you won the question. You can change that.
Card,
You're
yes.
going to change it as the next card off the top of your deck. It is a 10.
That's
Little better card.
Okay, I think the next one will be lower.
Lower than a 10. It's a 4.
All right.
That's
It's going to be higher.
higher than a 4. It's a 5.
I've got to go higher.
You're going to go for it.
I'm going to go for it.
If this is higher than a 5, we have a new champion.
I've got to go for it.
The win. Congratulations. Debbie, you're leaving us with $4,900. And good luck in the Miss Universe pageant, Debbie. Thank you. Jackie, come on down here. Way to go. I've been happy.
Yes, I am.
Jackie's going to get a chance at the money cards where she can win thousands right after this. Good job.
Thank you.
That's it. Yeah, out of here. Jackie Davis, our new champion, with $200 winning the match. Hey, Jackie, when you won, I touched that coin before. Let me touch it for you now and give you good luck. Yeah, good luck before. Let's do it now, and let's open the board and get to the money cards.
Yes.
Come on up there, Jackie. Now that $200 you won in the game is yours to keep. We won't take that away from you. We're going to give you a brand new deck of cards and new money to play with. But this time you're going to bet that money, starting on the bottom line with $200. Bet that as you will with these 3 cards. When you move up to the second level, we add another $200 of betting money. And again, 3 more cards. $50 minimum bets till you get to the top card, the big bet. There you've got to bet at least half the money. There's a lot of money up there. Let's take it.
All
Ready?
right, all of it.
$200 to start with. And as in the game, a choice of 2 base cards. Jackie, we start with an 8. Ooh, got a very good
no. Change it, please.
All right, you've got to play this one, so I hope it's a
yes,
good change.
Me too.
It's a jack.
It's a lot better.
$200 and a jack, Jackie.
I'm going to go the whole 200 that it's lower. I'm going to live dangerously. Live
Remember,
dangerously.
There are 4 queens, 4 kings, 4 aces, and 3 more jacks.
But you touched my 6 pence.
Okay.
Okay.
The whole thing. $200 lower than a jack.
Yes.
It's a 7.
All right.
Let me touch him again, Jackie.
Please touch it
Okay.
again, yes.
Now you got to say
That's not
a
too
good
good.
card.
No, I'm going to bet the minimum, $50, and it's going to be higher, I hope.
$50.
Yes.
Higher than a 7. Oh, it's a 4.
But a much better card.
Good
Much
trade.
better card.
Good trade.
Okay, I'm going to bet. I'll bet 300 that it's going to be higher.
$300. Higher
300.
than a 4. It's a very much higher. $650. Good card. We move it up here and add 200.
Yes.
Jackie, $850.
I've got to go for it. 850 that it's going to be lower.
$850.
I've got to go.
Lower than a king. The whole thing. Yeah! 1,700, Jackie, and a 4.
Yes. I'm going to go 1,500 that it's higher.
Big bet.
1,500 that it's higher.
Higher than a 4. Oh! $3,200, Jackie, and a 5.
Yes. 2,500 that it's higher. 2,500.
$2,500.
Yes. 2,500 that it's
Higher than
higher.
a 5. That's it. Jackie, we'll move the 6 up. Hang on to that 6 bet. You have $5,700. You must bet at least $2,850. You can bet more. You've got $5,700 and a 6. What's your big bet?
All right. I'm going to bet 4,000 that it's higher. 4,000 that it's higher. Please. Yes.
Come on, Jackie.
Okay.
4,000. That's a big bet on a 6. Higher than a 6 for $4,000. Oh, no! Jackie, don't, but you finished with $1,700,
right.
and that's not bad, and you're still here, you're the champion. Come on down here. Go on, we tried to break the bank.
Oh, that's okay.
You got $1,900, and she might get a chance to do it again. We'll be right back right after this. Yeah. That was a big bet on that.
Oh, yeah.
That was a big bet. Really. Jackie Davis. Oh, God. That was a very big bet on that 6.
Yes.
That really was.
You know, I didn't realize that it was money, $4,000, until after I had bet and lost. Then the reality hit.
But also looking at the reality, I've got to say, hey, I won $1,900.
Is that terrific?
That's not bad either, right?
No, I'm really excited.
All right, Janice, if you will, deal out 2 brand new decks of cards. We'll start a new match with this next player on Card Sharks. Hello there, Carl Salas. Nice to meet you. Some of the ladies in the audience are happy to meet you too, Carl.
All right, good.
Tell us about yourself.
I'm originally from Maryland, right between D.C. and Baltimore. I graduated from school in mechanical engineering in Virginia. Got a job offer out in California. Couldn't resist the call of the wild. I've been here 4 years and I love it.
What do you mean the call of the wild?
Well, when you're back east all your life, never having been out here, California has a certain mystique about it. And you can't resist making it.
Are you enjoying it?
I love it.
Good. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
Carl, you'll play the lower cards, the blue cards, while Jackie will play the red cards on the top as our champion. And we'll start with the first question of the match to you, Jackie. We asked 100 married women across the country, if your husband had a brief affair, would you want him to tell you about it, or would you rather not know? How many women said they'd rather not know about it?
Well, you know, I was always told that what you don't know can't hurt you. I don't think they'd want to know. I think the number of women who said that they would not want to know, is that correct?
That's right.
The number of women who said they would not want to know would be 65.
65. She says 65 out of 100. They don't want to know about it if their husband has an affair. Higher or lower, Carl?
No, I think it's lower. Maybe before, but now it's lower. Definitely lower.
You think they want to know, huh?
I think they want lower.
The actual number of married women who would not want to know if their husband had an affair is 70. That's not lower. Jackie. Yes. The old adage held true for you there, Jackie. We'll take a look at the base card. You're starting. Where was that ace?
It's all right. It's here now. It's going to be lower.
Lower than an ace. It's a 10.
I think I'll try it one more time, and it's going to be lower.
Lower than a 10. Oh, not lower. A break for Carl. He gets a look at his base card. It is a 10. Another 10. You can't change it, Carl. Play this one.
We're due to have it go lower. Let's take it lower.
Lower than a 10. It's
all
a
right.
4. It is lower.
Next one's higher. Next one's higher.
Higher than a 4. It's an 8.
All right, and all threes.
And he'll freeze it right there. As we fill in the spaces for Jackie, we go to Carl with a question. We polled 100 unmarried fashion models and asked them, if you finally met your Mr. Right and he insisted you give up your career, would you? How many fashion models said they would give up their career?
I don't think they would want to give it up, especially nowadays. I think, how many would give up their career?
How many would give up their career?
I'd say maybe 20.
20.
Only 20.
Higher or lower than 20, Jackie?
I don't think being a fashion model is all that glamorous when you get behind the scenes. And I think it's going to be a little bit higher than that.
Higher than that?
Yes.
You figure they want to get away from it?
That's right.
The actual number of fashion models who would give up their career for Mr. Right is 51. It's higher, Jackie. You got it.
Well, it's still a great base card. I'm going to say the next one will be lower.
Lower than the ace. It's a 6.
It's a 6. Oh, I've got to play catch up. I think the next one will be higher.
Higher than a 6 as she continues. It's a jack.
All right. Okay. The next one should be lower.
Continuing on, lower than a jack. She got away
All
with
right,
the
I'll
7,
freeze.
and now
I'll
she
freeze.
freezes. Jackie needs 1 card. Carl needs 2. The question to you, Jackie. We asked 100 men for $5,000. Would you be willing to fight 1 round in the ring with Muhammad Ali? How many men said yes?
I don't think that $5,000 is that much nowadays. I don't
Sure,
think
you
that
just gave
many...
away 4 of it, Jackie.
Right, right. I don't think I would want to face Muhammad Ali in the ring. I say maybe 30 men would.
30 men.
Yes.
She says 30 out of 100 would go 1 round with Muhammad Ali for $5 grand.
5 million and I'd be there, but 5,000, no way. I think it's lower.
You say lower than that? The actual number of brave or greedy men who would fight Muhammad Ali for $5,000 is 59. It's not lower, Jackie. Wow. Jackie, you want to change that 7?
Please
You hate
change it.
Here's the next card. It is a 5.
It's a little better. The next one, hopefully, is going to be higher.
If this is higher than a 5, you have the first game in our best 2 out of 3 match. For the win? No. It's a 4. Break for Carl. Play off the 8 and call this one.
8. I'm due for a high one. Let's go high.
Higher than an 8. No, it's a 3. It's not higher. We'll fill in the spaces and go to the final question. It is sudden death. Someone has to win on this play of the cards. Carl, we asked 100 policemen, have you ever had your pocket picked? How many policemen admitted their pocket had been picked?
Even as a civilian, they probably look pretty tough. I say not too many. Let's go with 10. 10.
10 out of 100 policemen have had their pocket picked. Jackie? Higher or lower?
That's a tough one. I don't know. I think that even though they are trained, that a few of them might have had their pockets picked. I think it might be a little bit higher.
Higher than that?
A little bit higher.
The actual number of red-faced policemen who have had their pockets picked is 9. Not higher, Carl. You almost hit it right on the head. Now, Carl, listen carefully. It's sudden death. You have an 8. You can change it. You won the question. You'd have to turn these 2 cards over correctly. Make a mistake, Jackie wins the game. However, you've got control. You can force Jackie to play off the 5. If she makes a mistake on this 1 card, then you win the game. Your decision, Carl. You want to play it yourself with 2 or force Jackie with 1?
I'm going to go for it. Go for it all the way and get rid of that 8.
You're going to change the card and try to do it yourself. It is a 3.
All right.
Good card to start with. 1 mistake and Jackie wins. What's this card?
It's higher, Jim. It's
higher than a 3. It's a 7. You're halfway there.
I'm due for a high one. I'm due for a high one. It's got to be higher.
If this is higher, Carl wins the first game of the match. It is? No, it's not higher. Jackie wins the first game. Couldn't do it with the 2 cards, and the champion leads 1 game to nothing as we clear the board. We'll be right back right after this commercial message. Jackie Davis, our champion, leads 1 game to nothing. Carl, the pressure's on. Carl, I didn't ask you the big question. We talked about you, but for the ladies out there in the audience, are you married?
Yes, I am. Very happily.
That takes care
Very
of it.
happily married.
Janice, start loading in the
Honest.
cards. For the next game of the match, we'll start with a question to you, Jackie. We asked 100 men in a previous studio audience, are you presently paying alimony? How many men said yes?
Now, if I understand correctly, alimony stops when the woman begins to work. I don't, well, that's tough. I think that 25 men would say they were paying alimony.
25 men paying alimony, Carl. Higher or lower?
There's a lot of divorce. 25's good, but I'm going to go a little higher. Just a tad higher.
Higher than that?
A tad higher.
I don't know. I'll find out as you do. I would think lower, but let's find out. The actual number of men who are crying and paying alimony is 1. 1. It's not higher. Just 1. Jackie, your base card is a 10. You want it?
Oh, gosh, that's tough. I think I'm going to risk a change.
You're going to change it? And
Risk
play
a change
with
here.
A 5.
Oh, I don't know if that's much better. Okay, the next one will be higher.
Higher than a 5. No, it's a 2. Carl, you're playing a queen.
Good
Call this
card.
one.
Good card. And it's lower. It's lower.
Lower than a queen. It's a 7.
I'll freeze.
And he'll freeze it on that 1 card as we fill in the space for Jackie. And the next question goes to you, Carl. We asked 100 women in the previous studio audience, are you presently receiving alimony? How many women said yes?
I know more women than men, more women are receiving than men paying the studio audience. Let's say 13.
He says 13 are receiving alimony. Higher or lower, Jackie?
Well, I don't think one man had 13 wives. I don't think the ratio is that bad. I hope it's lower.
You say lower. The actual number of women who are laughing and receiving alimony is 2. It's lower, Jackie. As that fellow with 2 wives out there. Jackie, do you want the 5?
Yeah, I think we'll try it. Hopefully the next one is going to be higher.
Higher than a 5. No! It's a 4. Carl, lay off the 7.
No, take a new card, please.
No, you cannot change it. You didn't win the question.
Let's go higher.
It's a nice try, though, Carl. You get away with
You
it.
gotta give me credit, right? Let's go higher.
You
Let's
say
go
higher than a 7. It's a 6. It's not higher. Neither player could advance. And we'll be right back right after we take time out to pay the bills. Well, that's all the time we have for now. When we pick up next time, Jackie leads 1-0. We have a game in progress with these nice people, and I do hope you'll join us next time on Card Sharks. Bye-bye.
A representative of the studio audience will receive Airways Encore casual luggage, including midi tote and 21-inch carry-on. Beautiful, lightweight, durable vinyl with a look and feel of real leather, furnished by Airway Luggage. And some of our contestants will receive an assortment of exciting Maybelline eye, face, and nail cosmetics, featuring new nail color. Protects and colors nails, instantly furnished by Maybelline. And Cool Ray, fashionable sunglasses that win admiring stares while protecting from annoying glare. 86 eye-catching styles. See what you're missing with Cool Ray, polarized sunglasses, and Whammo. Turn off the heat and turn on slip and slide. 25 feet of cool, slippery, sliding water fun from Whammo. And the styling wand with a supply of Adorn Hairspray. Adorn Hairspray has a unique non-sticky formula. Lets hair feel touchable. Adorn holds your hair, but no one knows it's there. This is Gene Wood speaking for Card Sharks. A Mark Goodson-Bill Todman production.